Dream Girl became a well recognized and appreciated film because of its unique comedy and way of addressing loneliness, which gave us a perfect dose of entertainment too. Let's know if its sequel could get us something new, or is it just another mindless Bollywood sequel without which we are not missing out on anything important. Hello Cinefam and welcome to my review of Dream Girl 2. So my theater was half filled and most of the people were probably liking the unfunny comedy because they couldn't stop laughing at all. Not that I couldn't start laughing, I did, but mostly I felt offensive on the regressive jokes which form the bulk of the screenplay. For those with no idea about Dream Girl 2, it's about a guy Karam who loves Pari, a lawyer, but he is demanded by her father to have 25 lakhs in his account if he wants to marry her, and this has to be done within 6 months. So, in order to earn this humongous amount in such a short span of time, he works as a bar dancer and becomes a psychiatrist for a depressed man and later marries him. Lame situations follow to ensure that there is mess and a whole lot of chaos until he shows them his real identity as Karam and not Pooja. This was also the plot of Dream Girl, only with less latka jhatkas and exclusion of oranges as breasts and dealt with loneliness as a social issue which was genuinely relevant. But what is the point of remaking the same film as a sequel, not even as the same, but in a poor and regressive way? Anyway, let's know what's good in the film before I start ranting again. Number 1, Ayushmann. The man is extremely determined and hardworking, which you will be seeing in the film. He does what not. He can give any heroine in B Town a run for their money with his attractive voice and adas. But I don't know whether to feel glad or sad for a beautiful performer like him that Dream Girl 2 is the highest box office opener for him. He impresses as Pooja but not as Karam, a character who is like any other Star Plus serial hero. He did what he can, all this majorly works for him. Without him, all of it would have definitely fallen back. Number 2. Annu Kapoor ogling at Seema Pahwa and Ayushmann making fun of Seema Ji's eyes, Vijay making fun of her age and appearance, all this worked because the tone is set from the beginning, which convinces that we must not feel offended at the cheap punchlines. So somehow they work while you are into this messy world. Also, Ranjan Raj somehow manages to make his audition count with whatever little he has to offer. Number 3. The intent. One thing which always ties my tongue and stops me from disliking a poorly made film is the intention behind making it. I get it. Those jokes don't land, characters are pretentious, and all of it is problematic. But what I must appreciate, as I always do, is the bringing together of these many religions, which looks dystopian for a land like India, addressing homosexuality and the hypocrisy of rich families, and so much more. We collectively know that all this is relevant and needs to be dealt with, not in a social commentary setup like this one, but this definitely is an audacious attempt to make way for the issues to be addressed and be talked upon. That was all about the good, and let's now move to the flaws quickly. नंबर 1, ये जो कॉन्सेप्ट यूज़ किया गया है ड्रीम गर्ल 2 में, ये 1 में भी सेम था. शुरू से लेकर एंडिंग तक एवरीथिंग इज़ ऑलमोस्ट सेम. पहली बात तो ये कि मुझे नहीं लगता कि ये एक इतना अच्छा कॉन्सेप्ट था जो कि एक ट्रोप बन सकता है. उल्टा ये तो क्लीशेज की दुकान बन गया. ये कॉन्सेप्ट एक बार के लिए नया था, यूनिक लगा, इंटरेस्टिंग था, बट हाउ डिड द मेकर्स इवन थिंक दैट इट विल वर्क अगेन विदाउट एनी एडेड नॉवेल्टी? कोई सेंस है इसका? इस लॉजिक से तो 10 पार्ट्स और भी आ जाएंगे ड्रीम गर्ल के with the same starting and ending. Number 2. Many actors who left a mark with their genuinely funny roles in the first part, like Raj Bhansali and Abhishek Banerjee, whose characters have got zero value in the second part, as if the replacement of Nusrat Bharucha with Ananya Pandey was not enough. Ananya has a role which has no importance at all, just as to get angry sometimes or act foolish. That's mostly an extended cameo, and she's not under the pressure here because people are gonna check out other great actors' performances and not hers in this film, but still she messed it with whatever unsuccessful mixture of Mathura and sober accent it was. Number 3. Most of the screenplay is filled with one-liners, largely with the ones that went viral in the last few years. Without much meaning or depth, they are just used as baits to provide bouts of relatability from time to time. From Waqt Badal Diya Jazbaat Badal Diye to addition of Kasauti Zindagi Ke and Roadies to calling of thin character Kankal to fat shaming Seema Pahwa from starting to end, the dialogues just get worse as you further the climax. I was totally in a mood to enjoy and was open to accept even cringy comedy, but this was just beyond it. repeated the same story and presented to us with newer and graver mistakes. Nevertheless, it was funny at times, thanks to Ayushmann and his earnest efforts, but I do feel sorry to see him in such a setup. Hopefully, the scenario will improve in days to come. And with that hope in my heart to witness better cinema in future, I end this video. Do subscribe if you like this review and want to see more like this. Do follow on Twitter or X as it is called now. It sounds so shady, doesn't it? Well, I'll see you soon. Be good. Happy watching.